अस्सलाम वालेकुम मैम।
Assalamualaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum assalam, bachcho. See, these 3 days, even though you may not have other classes, we will have our English class Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, preferably at this time only, because I feel that in the early morning, most of you don't join, seeing the excessive cold in the morning. So it's better that we join now. Aisha ma'am, shall I make you the host? Oh, sorry. Aisha ma'am, I'll make you the co-host. Okay, so what I plan to do is, now Aisha ma'am, please take care of the students entering the class so that I can continue with my lesson. Can you hear me, Aisha ma'am and all others?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So today, what I plan to take articles with you, a very simple topic. Tomorrow, parts of speech. Then on Saturday, inshallah, we will discuss your paper pattern and how to write your answers and annotations. Okay. Now, articles. Now, this was a small, you know, I I told you, no, okay, I want to start all my classes with something related to a hadith or something, from the Quran. So कुरान में अल्लाह ताला फरमाता है, माल और औलाद ये सिर्फ दुनिया की जिंदगी की एक रौनक है, और जो नेक अमल हमेशा बाकी रहने वाले हैं वो आपके रब के नज़दीक सवाब और बदले के एतबार से भी बेहतर हैं और उम्मीद के एतबार से भी बेहतर हैं। लिहाजा नेक अमल करने की पूरी कोशिश करनी चाहिए और इस पर मिलने वाले बदले की उम्मीद रखनी चाहिए। Okay, so this is one small piece of advice for you from me for today. Chaliye, we just begin in the name of Allah. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Now, what are articles?
And the.
A and the.
A, and the. Is Kazim sir with us here?
Yes, ma'am, but his audio is
Yes,
not
ma'am.
connected.
Yes, ma'am.
You
It's
can
okay.
message
I
her.
don't see the whiteboard here, so that's why sharing might be, just writing a few things might be difficult. Okay, now you do one thing, all the boys, please Take one pencil and notebook. Note down all that I'm trying to tell you, which you may not find in your material.
And we want to request you that if you take the syllabus according to MS Material or English Reader, according to the pages, we will take, ma'am.
Okay, let's do that. Do you want to do it right now?
Yes, ma'am, if it's comfortable.
Yes,
for
ma'am.
you.
No,
If you're
it's comfortable for me. Absolutely no problem for me. Okay, I have the latest copy of the MS material with me. If I can share it with on my. I have a copy of this material with me. Can you see it?
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
I hope you all also have the same material. So turn to page number index. Now page number the first page index. Now prose my mother. Now start marking annotations.
Syllabus.
Prose my mother. Start marking annotations.
Where is annotations, ma'am?
Below question bank.
Get me one pen from there. So prose, my mother, annotations, question answers, grammar. Next. Have you marked?
Yes, ma'am.
In grammar, actually, we have
please,
page number 1, beta.
Page number 3. Page number 3, ma'am.
Acha, if it is page number 3, okay. See, this is the page. So just mark it here. Annotations, question and answers, comprehension passages, and whatever little grammar we have. Okay. Next.
We are having different, ma'am.
No, it's same.
If you have the old material, I'll help you with the old material also. But for those who are having this one, the new version of
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Okay, ma'am.
first you let them mark. Then
We got.
the first poem, A Little Grain of Gold, annotations, question and answers, and I don't know what grammar it has. So okay, leave it. Then the short story, The Umbrella Man, question and answers, comprehension passages. Turn the page. Aim for the stars, Saina Nehwal. Annotations, question and answers, comprehension passages.
Excuse me, ma'am.
And grammar also, yeah, whatever grammar is there here. I mean, from grammar, we have only a few topics. So I'll tell you the topics once again, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, somebody had a problem?
Ma'am, JL40 students will also have a midterm exam.
No. JL40 is not writing the midterm exam. Only 41. Then the Royal Tombs of Golconda, annotations, question and answers. Grammar you don't take because there might be so many mixed topics in this grammar section. So let us just leave it. We have got only 2-3 topics in grammar. Then the second story, how much land does a man need, is out of your portion. It has been deleted. So just put a cross mark here. It is now not included in your reduced portion. Okay. Then language and usage. Just a minute, boys. Let me see.
Ma'am, can I send a picture after taking all the topics on the group, please?
Yes, beta.
Can you please send the picture of the all topics that you take in the textbook on the group, please?
Yes, ma'am, please.
I have already done that, beta. You didn't check the group, I think. Yesterday I sent. I think last week I sent.
Ma'am, they are asking that what you have ticked in the indexer. Send that pics, ma'am.
Just now what you have done.
No, actually, I'm trying to tell you that from every prose and poetry topic, you will get annotations, question and answers. From every topic, you will get question and answers.
Ma'am, can you please see the photo of this index?
Index, photo of this index.
I will.
Yes, sir.
You don't
No,
have
you-
this book with you. You didn't get your materials.
After taking the topics, ma'am, can you send the picture of the index after taking the
Ma'am,
topic?
Okay, got it now. So this one is excluded from our portion. Then prepositions is there. Then on the rule of the road, annotations, question and answers, comprehension passages. So 2 poems, 3 prose pieces. Then
Can you repeat from prepositions, language and use?
prepositions are there.
Yes. After that.
Then in grammar, articles, language and usage में यहाँ जाओ, parts of speech and articles. Parts of speech and articles are there. And missing comprehension passages are there.
Ma'am, after articles, what you told, ma'am?
See,
Comprehension passages.
I'll when you go to your group, you will find the syllabus posted there already.
Ma'am, can you show the first page?
Yeah, if you want, I'll repost it, don't worry. But it is already there. Okay, so don't worry about that. Now,
Ma'am, can you repost it?
Ma'am.
I said no, I will repost it. मैं दोबारा post कर दूंगी, ठीक है?
Okay, ma'am.
So now, shall we now proceed with articles? पहले जरा lesson सुन लो, फिर उसके बाद we can discuss all these things on Saturday. We have all the time on Saturday. Then Sunday तो आप लोग अपनी पढ़ाई करोगे for your botany exam, botany and maths exam. उसके बाद one day before the English test, if you have any doubts, you can send me a message. I can conduct a class for you then also, no problems.
Okay. Okay.
चलिए, तो now articles. What are articles basically? You said a, an,
A
or
and
the. Now, why do we call them articles? And what are they actually part of speech wise? We call them articles because actually they are determiners. The exact technical term for them is determiners. They determine the subject for us. They give us a very vital piece of information about the subject. You see, for example, if I tell you, I saw a boy standing there, you just get an idea that I must have seen some boy standing there. Now, so the part of the information that you get is
Ma'am,
the
on the, in the
information.
grammar section of the question paper, will the subjective question will be there?
Now, who is this who's asking me this question? Now, you see, I have already told you all doubts regarding the test can be cleared on Saturday. Now, if you go on interrupting me like this during the class, then how can I finish the lesson? So, leave all the questions out of your mind or just note them down somewhere. You can clarify all of these on Saturday. Is it okay? Because if you are constantly thinking about this, then you will not be focusing on what I'm trying to tell you. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, articles actually determine a lot of information about the subject. For example, they tell you something about the subject, like if I just make a sentence like I saw a boy standing near the crossroads or near the ice cream shop, it gives you information that somebody who was standing near the ice cream shop was a boy, not a man, not a woman, not a girl, not a child. It was a boy, means a somewhat grown up boy. This is the information that you get. Now, if I say the boy was enjoying an ice cream, then in the second sentence, I am using the instead of a. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
I saw a boy standing near the ice cream shop. The boy was enjoying an ice cream. Now, in the second sentence, I am being very precise about my subject. I'm being very precise about the boy I am talking about. I'm not talking about any boy in general. In fact, I'm talking about that particular boy whom I saw standing near the ice cream shop. So this is the difference between the article a and the article the. And this difference makes or helps us to identify a or an as indefinite articles and the as definite article, because a or an leave your subject unspecified. There is a book on the table, there is an apple in the fridge, or there is an English reader. So we don't specify. If I say there is a book on the table, I don't specify what book is it. If I say there is a man standing there, I don't specify who that man is. So these are indefinite articles. They leave your subject indefinite. But at the same time, they give you some information, definitely. And the type of information that they give you is mostly regarding the number. If I say I saw a man standing near the gate, then it tells you that somebody who was standing near the gate was a man, and that also tells you that there was only one man standing. समझ में आया? So articles are also adjectives actually. They give us information about.
Ma'am, we should write this, what you are telling.
Yeah? You said something?
Should we write this, ma'am?
Whatever you feel like writing down, just write down. So parts of speech wise articles are adjectives. They are adjectives for two reasons. Number one, because they specify or qualify a noun. See, there are thousands of boys maybe around us, but if I say I saw a boy standing near the ice cream shop or ice cream parlor, I am not talking about all those 1,000 boys. I'm not talking about the 999 boys. I'm only talking about this one particular boy. So in this way, the article A is specifying or qualifying the subject boy. So for this reason, it is an adjective. Second reason, it also tells us how many boys did I see standing near the ice cream shop. There was only one boy standing there. So it gives us the numbers. That is the second reason why a or an and the are considered as adjectives. The के साथ केस ये है कि it specifies the subject. That is why it is an adjective. It precisely points out. It's a demonstrative, adjective. So it specifically points out. The boy means now I'm not talking about the other 999 boys. I'm talking about that one particular boy whom I mentioned previously standing near the ice cream parlor. So इस वजह से the word the is also an adjective. ठीक है? And चूंकि ये plural के साथ use ही नहीं होता है, तो automatically it indicates that the subject is singular in number. We don't use the with a plural noun. Okay. Normally, plural common nouns don't take any article before them. Now, the next point about articles. Indefinite articles are of two types. That means there are two variants of indefinite article, a or an. And the definite article is the. Now, a or an, there are various uses of a or an. You will find this in your reader or in your material. They are normally used when you're talking about a particular subject. Let us just, you join me in your materials on page 34. We may have some information about articles there. I'll just give one quick reading to that. A or an, the indefinite articles a or an are used to point out indefinite person or thing spoken of. Article A is used with words having consonant sounds, and an is used with words having vowel sounds. Now we are saying consonant sounds, remember. Vowel sounds. So sound अलग होता है और alphabet अलग होता है. Now, if you have pencils in your hand, pencil and paper in your hand, just take down a word, dash MA or MLA. Now, M.L.A. If you look at the word, M is a consonant alphabet. Then, should it take a MLA or an MLA? He is dash MLA.
MLA.
And
Some of you say an, some say a. The correct answer is an, because even though the first alphabet is a consonant alphabet, the first sound is a vowel sound there. M, a sound. Okay? That's why it will take an before it. Whereas HONEST, honest. He is dash honest person. Should it be a or an?
And
An honest person. An honest person. Because even though the first alphabet is a consonant, it is silent, and therefore the first sound of this word is a vowel sound, o, honest. So it will take an before it. He's an honest person. An MLA. Okay. Let's take for example university. UNIVERSITY. The first alphabet is a vowel alphabet. Then should it take A or N before it?
A.
I go to
ma'am.
dash university. A or N?
A.
A.
I go to a
ma'am.
university.
University.
Then why are we using A before it?
Ma'am, N sounds.
Consonant sound.
Because the first alphabet, even though it is a vowel alphabet, A, E, I, O, U, you all know are vowel alphabets. So even though it's a vowel alphabet, it's giving us a consonant sound, ya. Remember, consonant sounds are actually all those sounds. हम आगे जाकर phonetics में we will study the different types of sounds, the vowel sounds and the consonant sounds. अब आपके लिए brief understanding के लिए for you know for the time being, you can quickly recall your knowledge of swar and vyanjan in Hindi. All of you are, if you are all local students, then you all must have studied Hindi in your up to class 10.
Yes, ma'am.
So आ से आहा तक जो सारे sounds होते हैं वो they are all vowel sounds, और क से ज्ञा तक जो sounds होते हैं वो they are all consonant sounds. English vowels and English consonant sounds are slightly different, but some of them are there in Hindi also, some are not there in Hindi. I'm just giving you one example कि भाई consonant sounds क्या होते हैं और vowel sounds क्या होते हैं. We will do it in detail inshallah when we come to the phonetics chapter. So university में क्या होता है, the alphabet, the vowel alphabet U gives us a consonant sound ya, ra, la, wa. So ya, because it is a consonant, the sound is also a consonant sound. That is why we use A before university. We say a university. Jabke, if you have the word umbrella, yahi you say, if you write umbrella, then what will you use? A or an before umbrella? An umbrella. Here what's happening? The same vowel alphabet U is giving us the sound umbrella, umbrella, umbrella. Okay, so is the sound here, and is a vowel sound. So the same alphabet gives us a vowel sound in one word, gives us a consonant sound in another word. Depending on the sound, we are using the article. Okay. Now coming to the can be used before a word starting with a consonant sound as well as a vowel sound. इसमें एक थोड़ा सा, you know, it's a very finer aspect. Most people know it and some people don't know it. If you know, it is very good, and if you don't know, it is not so bad. Okay, if you use, I mean, THE before a noun starting with a vowel sound, you pronounce it as kaise? The Alps, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, the Indian Ocean, the Indian subcontinent. So you say the. Whereas when you use THE before a noun starting with a vowel, consonant sound, you pronounce it as the Himalayas, the Vindhyas, the Pacific, the Atlantic, okay, the Philippines. So that's a very fine difference. The and the. अगर आप द के जगह दी बोल दें और दी की जगह द बोल दें, it makes no difference, but it should come to you automatically. Okay. Next, what are the uses of this indefinite article a or an? Now, there are some uses given in your readers. I think in your material, nothing is given, only direct exercise. So you can all go through your material, your textbook, to see what are the different uses of the indefinite article. Then comes the definite article. The definite article is used between two comparatives. Of course, that is, I mean, okay, I think it's very randomly given here in your material. For this, I would suggest you follow your reader. It's very nicely given there. So,
Reader page number.
in the reader, I'll tell you the page number. Just a
45.
somebody is helping us. Thank you for your help.
Yes, ma'am.
Give you a list of the places or situations where you are supposed to use an article and where, I mean, supposed to use the definite article the. Just let me get my reader in second. Quickly go through it.
Ma'am, in index it is 45, but in page number it is 37 now.
The indefinite article is used in the sense of one. You say an apple, a doctor, a man, etc. The indefinite article is also used in the sense of same. This is very important. It should be star marked. So note down page 39 of your readers, textbooks. Page 39 of your textbook. Point number B, star mark this point. In the sense of same, star mark this point. Now you may say Ramu and Srinu are of a size. A size means same size. Birds of a feather flock together. That means birds of same feather flock together. Then it is used in the sense of every, or when a person or thing is introduced for the first time. Then it is also used, a or an are also used with quantity expressions to refer to certain material objects. Like we say, yes, a ball of cotton, a bundle of papers, a can of milk, etc. Then before a singular noun used as an example of a class. For example, we say a rose is a beautiful flower. That means every rose is beautiful. So a singular noun, when used as an example for an entire class, we use a or an before it. Then before the names of professions, we say somebody is a doctor, all of you are going to be engineers. So because we are using it in plural form, we are not using any article. Otherwise, tomorrow if I ask you, what profession do you follow? Then you say, I'm an engineer. Then in the numerical expressions, we say, did you order 100 chairs for our college? So sometimes it can be definite numeral expression. Sometimes it can be an indefinite numeral expression. Just say 100 chairs, yeah, a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble means it does not exactly specify how much trouble, but gives you an indefinite, sense of number. Then this point number 7 is again to be star marked. Before a or an is used before Mr. or Mrs., Mr. or MS, that is Mrs., when he or she is a stranger. Now, what is this MS, Mrs.? MS actually is used to refer, or it's prefixed with the name of a woman when her marital status is not known, or when her when her husband's name is not known. For boys or for men, we can call, we can call them, or we can prefix their names with Mr., whether they are married or not. Like for example, Mr. Srinivas here. Na? Now, Mr. Srinivas can be prefixed with Mr. That means Srinivas se pehle aap Mr. laga sakte hain, whether Srinivas is married or unmarried. Lekin, agar if there is a girl and you are sure that she is not married, you say Miss Shanti. If she is married, then if you're very sure that she is married, you say Mrs., then you should use her husband's name. Like if, let us say, Shanti is Mr. Srinivas's wife, then we say Mrs. Srinivas. You should say Mrs. Srinivas. You should not say Mrs. Shanti. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
When
ma'am.
you say Mrs., it should be followed by the husband's name, because Mrs. means wife of. So if you say Mrs. Shanti, it would mean she is wife of Shanti. So you either say Miss Shanti, or if you're not very sure whether Shanti is married or unmarried, then don't go and ask her. You can simply say Mrs. Shanti, MS Shanti. So MS is used when you don't know the marital status of a woman, and when the situation is very formal and you are using her maiden name. Okay? Then A or an are also used before plurals used as singulars. There are certain nouns which always occur in plural forms but are actually singular. For example, an innings. Even if it is the first inning, we say, yes, Australia has finished their innings. In the same way, a barracks. Then A or an are also used before abstract nouns in the sense of a kind of. That means in this meaning, they are used with abstract nouns. For example, a knowledge of history is always useful. Now here, a knowledge of history. A here means a kind of knowledge of history is always useful. Okay? Now, in the same way, you go through these points where they show that the indefinite article should not be used. Okay, there are 2-3 points. They should not be used. Point number 1, before plural countable nouns. You can't say a donkeys or a boys and apples. Then they should not be used before uncountable nouns. You shouldn't say a sand, a water, an air.
Can you give us a Can you
If
give us
you
a
use-
blueprint?
Can you give us a, what do you want?
Blueprint, ma'am, how they can ask in the exam?
They will only ask you fill in the blanks, but they will ask you blanks like this. You see, they will ask you questions like this. Fill in the blanks with a, an, or the. A, an, and the. Whatever is appropriate.
Okay, ma'am.
Dash ant is dash industrious creature. So an ant is an industrious creature. So there are 2 ants coming in those blanks and you get half mark for each blank. That's how they ask in your exam. Very simple. In the same way, the uses of the definite article. Definite articles are normally used with nouns which are specific. Then definite articles are used with nouns that are unique of their kind, one of their kind. For example, we say the moon, the sun, the planet, the pyramids, etc. Then they are also used before those names which are known to the speaker and listener. For example, if I say the Kachiguda station is 5 kilometers from here, then I know the speaker, as a speaker, I know where is Kachiguda station and it's a railway station, etc. And the listener also knows. In that situation, we use the. the railway station, the commissioner, the chief minister, the prime minister. So an Indian speaking to another Indian might say the prime minister, has laid the foundation of, what is that? Recent foundation laying ceremony of the parliament.
No parliament building.
Yeah, Centra Vista. What is its name? Some Vista. Anyway, so when the speaker and the listener both know the subject, then we can simply say the. Then the is used with the names of all musical instruments, the flute, the tabla, the harmonium, the piano. Then with the is used with nouns used as an example of a class or kind. Acha, one thing I forgot, children. Let's turn back the page. When we were discussing this, Mr. Srinivas and Ms. Shanti, actually I forgot the main point there. That is, normally when you use a or an before a proper noun when that person is a stranger. For example, you say, a Mr. Srinivas came to meet father. Or a Miss Shanti is waiting outside. When you say a Miss Shanti, it means, see, अगर आपको अच्छे तरह से मालूम हो, तो आप बाहर, suppose somebody rang the doorbell. You go and open the door. And if you know that person, you will come back and say, Miss Shanti has come. Yeah, Mr. Srinivas has come. Hai na? But if you don't know that person, then maybe that person will say, see, I'm Shanti. I want to meet your mother. Then what will you do? You will come and tell your mother, Mama, some Miss Shanti wants to meet you. ऐसा बोलोगे ना आप आके? Even in Urdu, you say, कोई Miss Shanti आपसे मिलना चाहती है कि नहीं? तो ये जो कोई वाला वर्ड होता है या some वाला वर्ड होता है, वो we use or we equate it with a. तो आप कहोगे, a Miss Shanti wants to meet you. Or a Mr. Srinivas is waiting outside. Okay? So this is an exceptional usage. Please star mark this. And then the uses of the definite article.
Ma'am, that is important.
Just go through it once.
Ma'am, can you
Because
show
based on this information only, you will get the blanks. So if you can manage it, then good. But it's good to at least go through them once, because this is the last time you are going to do English grammar, and after that, nobody will teach you all this. And you will not get time to learn all these things. But definitely, when you are into your engineering and into your IITs especially, your communication skills will be very, very vital, very important when you are writing reports, when you are,
Excuse me, ma'am.
Seminars, debates, etc. Yes.
Ma'am, can you show the last page we should take?
Last page, which?
Ma'am, which you told to take.
This one. Page number 39. This point. Before.
Ma'am, is it of textbook or material, ma'am?
Textbook.
Textbook.
This is your textbook.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so go through all that, and if you don't understand anything, you can ask me tomorrow, inshallah. And I'll try to clarify.
Timings of tomorrow's class?
Ma'am,
Tomorrow
timings of tomorrow's.
at the same time, I think it's better, na? 7:30 in the evening,
ma'am.
not in the morning. Because
Yes,
early
ma'am.
morning it's too cold, and I don't feel very comfortable taking a class that early in the morning. So, and because very few of you were attending the class, so it was simply, a wasted effort. So tomorrow, same time, 7:30 in the evening. If you start early, we can finish off early. So please try to log in as quickly as you can, be on time, so that we can finish off by 8:15, okay? चलिए अल्लाह हाफिज, सी यू ऑल टुमारो इंशाल्लाह।
Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah khair, ma'am.
Thank you Aisha ma'am for being with us.
Well.